Buenas tardes a todos, bienvenidos. Para una mejor experiencia, les solicitamos por favor que mantengan sus micrófonos muteados. Todo el material que presentamos puede ser utilizado para difusión y promoción. Muchas gracias y que disfruten del evento.
Muy buenas tardes a todos y cada uno de ustedes que nos acompañan en esta nueva reunión de A&E para presentar la nueva y última temporada de Bull. Y hoy estamos de gala, o estamos acompañados de la fantástica, fabulosa, increíble, maravillosa Geneva acá. Así que ahora les recordamos que todo el material que tienen aquí lo pueden utilizar para promoción, difusión, relaciones públicas y todo lo que ustedes necesiten para promocionar el estreno de la última y nueva temporada de Bull solamente por A&E. Y ahora, sin mayores introducciones, vamos con Carmen Larios, la Senior VP de Programación y Producción de A&E. Carmen, bienvenida.
Gracias, César. Es un placer estar con ustedes. Muchísimas gracias a todos ustedes que nos acompañan. Ustedes generalmente nos acompañan en los estrenos de las producciones originales, que es un pilar muy importante para A&E, y les agradecemos mucho que nos acompañen en este recorrido de producción. Y en este caso estamos hablando de uno de los pilares del canal más importante, que son las series. Nosotros en A&E tenemos series de alto calibre que vienen de los estudios más importantes, que transmitimos en una franja horaria todos los días, de lunes a viernes a las 9:10. Y acaban de ver ustedes en el promo, por ejemplo, Rizzoli and Isles, una serie que viene nueva a nuestra pantalla. El estreno es el 8 de marzo a las 9:10 en Latinoamérica y en Brasil el 9 de marzo. Y lo que nos trae aquí en este gran evento es hablar de una serie que nos ha acompañado en A&E desde su estreno, una serie que habla de un tema único de investigación, de procedurals, como se llama en los Estados Unidos este tema, pero que tiene un componente único de historias humanas dentro de A&E. Sin más, Bull, estamos muy entusiasmadas y a la vez nostálgicos. Y nostálgicas porque es la última temporada. Sabemos que los fans no se la van a perder porque la audiencia nos ha indicado que le encanta esta serie y contamos el día de hoy con este excelente talento que les va a contar Geneva lo que es de primera mano el trabajar para esta gran serie, y esperemos que nos acompañen en todo lo que es la temporada en el estreno el 17 de marzo y 14 de marzo respectivamente, y no se pierden ni un solo episodio de Bull, que está buenísima, y que vamos a hacer también sus maratones para recorrer Bull de todo lo que tenemos en episódicos y llegar a la culminación del último episodio. Muchísimas gracias, César, y gracias a todos que nos acompañan.
Bueno, y como Carmen decía, el día 8 de marzo estamos estrenando todos los martes en América Latina, Rizzoli and Isles, y en Brasil, a partir del 9, todos los miércoles. Con ustedes, un video.
Ella, una oficial de policía implacable y con carácter. Ella, una forense pendiente de cada detalle.
Contusión curvilínea de 10 centímetros. ¿Ves las abrasiones?
Juntas, unas investigadoras infalibles.
¿Cuál fue la última vez que tuvimos 2 estranguladas en un día?
No te desanimes, tal vez mañana sean puñaladas.
Rizzoli y Isles, episodio estreno, martes a las 9, por A&E.
Definitivamente, 2 policías femeninas pueden crear mucho problema y mucha audiencia para A&E a partir del 8 de marzo. Ahora queremos compartir con ustedes, todos nuestros amigos periodistas, que recuerden que hoy es el último día para participar del concurso de Morgana. Recuerden, solamente tienen que tomar nota o una fotografía de este QR para que puedan participar de un examen de IQ y vean cuán inteligentes son para ver si pueden ganar un laptop en Morgana, la serie de Lifetime que está dando mucho que hablar. Morgana, la detective genial. ¿Ya tomaron foto? Pues ahora vamos a seguir con este evento, pero antes vamos a compartir con ustedes un video de lo que es Bull Season 6.
Soy el doctor Jason Bull.
Es un genio.
Yo concuerdo.
Admiro mucho su trabajo.
Tú no abandonas a un cliente.
Me sorprendió escuchar de usted, Dr. Bull.
Todos han contado tu historia en estos años.
Claro, la ciencia de jurados es genial.
Es algo adictivo. Ser el héroe.
Es sinónimo de Bull.
Gracias.
Gracias a ti, Jason. Fue un viaje inolvidable. Bull, última temporada. Jueves 17 de marzo, por A&E.
Oh, eso no lo vi venir.
El gran estreno es este jueves 17 de marzo y todos los jueves solamente por A&E. Y ahora tenemos el placer de poder conversar con Geneva Carr, la Marisa Morgan de Bull. Con ustedes, Geneva Carr. Hello, Geneva.
Hola.
Welcome to A&E Latin
Thank
America,
you.
Brazil.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
I mean, the last time that we see each other was in person and was in Miami. Do you remember those days?
I remember what a great dancer you are and that the champagne was flowing.
That was not my question. My question is like, what do you think? Let's change the subject. Now, let's talk about Bull. You got me on that one. Now, everybody wants to know who is Geneva Carr? How you start in this business?
Oh, how I started in this business. Well, I was educated in France and I was a banker on Wall Street. I sold derivatives and I moved from Paris to New York and I saw an incredible play and I just decided to throw banking away and follow my passion and I became an actor. And I was on Broadway and I then came to television and I've been on Bull for 6 seasons. I was the first person cast and it's been an utter joy.
So now, since you were the first person to be cast on Bull, let us know more about your amazing, fascinating, and very interesting, in more ways than one, character of Marisa Morgan. Who is Marisa after all?
Marisa Morgan is a very well-educated woman who probably has terrible taste in men. I think her dream partner really should be Dr. Bull, but she hasn't been very lucky as of late. But this season, in particular, season 6, I think audiences are going to be interested to learn who all of the characters are because it gets really personal this year. Dr. Bull's baby, Jason's baby, is kidnapped. And our first episode is finding that baby. We do karaoke. This season, we really learn about everybody on the show. Every single character is explored. And the good news is that Marisa has a very interesting love life with a French gentleman.
So finally, your personal life is flowing on the series.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if he doesn't rob me blind. But I can't tell you what the season finale is, but it's really exciting, especially for my character.
So, without spoiling the new episode or the last episodes, I'm sure you can share something with us regarding the last season of Bull. Come on, tell us the good news.
Well, some of the exciting news is that I get to direct. I direct an episode. I just wrapped it. I directed episode number 15 with these hands. I'm very proud. We have an incredible crew. I had the best time. The actors on the show were so supportive and wonderful. And another little tidbit that I think your audience is going to like is that Sasha Alexander is directing our next episode.
Wow, woman directing Bull. That's great news.
Yeah. But Sasha from Rizzoli and Isles, I think it's amazing. She and Michael work together and we're all thrilled to have her. So she comes next week, actually.
So A&E is a big family after all.
Oh, it certainly is. I think we should all go down to Miami and tell you in person, though.
You know, you always have a place to come to Miami. Miami will be always your second home. And tell us a little bit more about Marisa Morgan and the tools that she works with in regards how to choose, work on the trial, how she helped Bull, and how she get in trouble because of all those skills.
Yes. Well, Marisa is a statistician, I would say, from Homeland Security. And what audiences don't know is she's also a psychologist like Dr. Bull. And in season 5, they showed where Jason and Marisa met. And basically, it was a meeting of the minds. And Dr. Bull knows how to read people and emotions. And Marisa knows how to read statistics. So I like to say she's the brains of the operation and he's the beauty of the operation. He's the emotional one. I would say the one that is more intellectual, and it's a great relationship. And in season 6, you will see that Marissa is more at the helm, and Jason really relies on her. You learn so much in season 6 about every single character's personal life. There are several new love interests. I don't want to blow the surprise, but get ready for a lot of love on Bull. And you learn why they're so special to each other. And I think that Dr. Bull and Marissa's relationship is really explained. They're kismet, they're brother and sister, and they support each other in a way that I've never seen on television, and I'm really proud to be a part of that relationship.
Rumor has it, Hollywood rumors has it, that the season finale and the last chapter of Bull, as we know it, it will be most likely a clash between you and Dr. Bull. That could be on the cards?
Without blowing the surprise, there is a very dramatic turn of events that causes Dr. Bull to put his professional relationship on the line, and Marissa is going to help him bring that to conclusion. And I personally hope that the door will be left open for a possible future.
That's a good hint.
Was that enough hint?
Yes, we got what we want. Thank you so much. And now, if you're ready, we are going to go to the Q&A from our media journalists from Latin America and Brazil. Mariana, we are ready.
Yes, we're going to start with Colombia. Valle Marín from Wow, Miau y Más.
Hello.
Hello.
Te escuchamos.
Yes.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. I'm Valle from Wow, Miau y Más. My question is, what was the funniest scene and the most difficult scene to do, and what's your next project?
The funniest scene is almost not a scene. Michael Weatherly, if you don't know it, is a big jokester. And I am scared very easily. And one day on set, he decided to sneak out of a cupboard and scare me. And I think I screamed for 10 minutes. So Michael's very scared to scare me now. He's a big teaser, and I really got him. I screamed like crazy, and it terrified him. I would say the most difficult scene was possibly in season 5 when I was on trial because my husband was laundering money. And it was a very personal and painful scene to do just because of things from my past and my own life. And it cost me a lot emotionally. And I would say that Michael was an amazing partner because he's always been there for me. The whole cast, the relationship that you see on TV is the relationship that we have. We're very close. They're very supportive, and I'm very grateful. What is next? I am not sure yet. I have a lot of irons in the fire. I will tell you that I'm very emotional to leave Marissa Morgan behind, so I'll let you know when I know.
Great words.
Oh, thank you. That's Eartha.
Everybody wants to know what's the name of your cat.
Eartha Kitty, like Eartha Kitt.
Eartha Kitt, Catwoman. God,
Yeah.
that's a great one.
It's Eartha Kitty.
Yes, perfect name. So now let's go to the second question.
Yes, Gustavo Mellon from Ameria Sala from Mexico.
Hi.
Encantada.
Well, you were talking about leaving a door open and something like that. Any spin-off plans or gossip or anything?
Well, there certainly is gossip from your lips to God's ears. So there's gossip, but you never know until you know. But, I'm praying. Let's say that.
Okay. Sounds great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next is
Next
Miguel,
question.
Miguel Smirno from Prensario, Argentina.
Wow, Miguel.
Miguel, sí.
Miguel is a very well-known journalist from Argentina. Miguel, te escuchamos.
I don't hear
Miguel,
anything.
Miguel, you're on mute. Estás en mute, Miguel. We continue with Belén Eligio from El Sol de Mexico till we wait for Miguel, okay?
Good.
Thank you. Hi, Geneva. It's so nice talking to you. Congratulations first of all for the series. I would like to know a little bit more about your process of getting into the psychological part of your character. As you mentioned before, she has a very weird taste in men. So how did you handle this part? And well, the whole psychology behind talking to these criminals and helping Wolf?
I don't know if you're aware, but the show is actually inspired by the life of Dr. Phil McGraw, who is a very famous psychologist who has a television show in America. And it's based on his life. And when I first got cast, I had a meeting with Dr. Phil, and he was very informative in how my process would work psychologically and how these cases are done. So, you know, we have cases and then we decide how the jury should be chosen. And Marissa has created a matrix, and that's how it's done on the show. And Dr. Phil told me how they used to do it in the days before there was social media. And we used his information to inspire how we do it on the show. We have an investigator, Danny James, who's our investigator. Marissa studies the statistics of people. Where you live, where you were educated, what you're interested in, what kind of car that you drive. Those factors can actually tell so much more about you than you realize. And especially on social media, we give away so many secrets that we don't even know. That's how people find out how you shop. And for us, it's how we find out how people are going to respond on a jury. And when you ask me a personal question about how I understand Marissa and her choices in men, I have to say I have a great deal of experience of making bad choices in men. So that part's been pretty easy for me to relate to.
Mariana, next question, please.
Yes, now
Miguel, are you ready?
Yes, he's ready.
Okay, I didn't expect to speak. It was only a question because it's. But how did you have any input from Lie to Me? Because that was a series which also dealt with people telling things and a group of specialists trying to find if it was true or they were lying or whatever.
Not to my knowledge, is there a relationship? Not that I know of. Our show is based on, yes?
No, because there was also a scientific study. I don't have the details now because it came to my head at this moment, but there was already a show which had 3 seasons, Lie to Me, and there was people that were posed to investigate how others were lying in criminal and other cases, and well, and they drew to conclusions. And well, I wanted only to know if that has been some feedback for you, or it was completely different project.
I think it's completely different. I don't know. I only know that our show is based on jury consultants, a very famous firm of jury consultants, what we call trial science. So it's similar, but maybe it was, I don't know.
Thank you, Miguel. Thank you, Geneva. Next question, Mariana.
Ina Landazábal from Colombia Stereo.
Hi. So I really love the fact that you transferred from Broadway to cinema, to the movies, to Hollywood. And I actually would like to know your experience being a Tony Award nominee for Best Actress. How has your experience in theater transferred to movies and to cinema and to like working on film and series in this case?
It's a great question because I think the best training is theater training. Because when you're on stage, it's as if you're in battle and everything is live and in the moment. And as much as you rehearse, that show is unique. And I think that it has greatly informed the way that I act on television. And I really enjoy television acting. I love it so much. And I know that my theater training has helped me, I would hope, to bring these scenes alive. Because a lot of actors who've only done television will do their lines again and again, or they'll take it line by line. But I perform as if it's a play and it's live, and whatever happens, happens. And Michael Weatherly is exactly the same way. So when we're together, it's very fresh. And I really appreciate that. Thank you for asking.
No, thank you.
Great question, great answer. Mariana, ready for the next one?
Yes, Nicole Trejo from El Universal Newspaper, Mexico.
Universal?
Nicole, are you there?
Hi. Hi, I'm Nicole from El
Hello,
Universal.
Nicole.
It's a
Hi.
pleasure for me. And I want to ask you about, there are some series that have talked about the pandemic in their stories, and others that prefer to avoid talking about it. Do you think that at some point the pandemic can be talked about it in both?
Season 5, we filmed in the middle of the pandemic, because we're still in this horrific pandemic. But I was lucky enough to go back to work in October of 2020. And if you watch the series, season 5, we are often in masks. We were very safe and we were tested, but the show embraced a world that was in the middle of a pandemic. And at the time, people asked a lot of questions. There was a lot of debate. Was that a good idea? Was it a bad idea? But as you see, the pandemic it's global. It's touched everyone. And I like to believe that because we embraced a world of a pandemic, that we gave voice and a vision to people who were alone in that pandemic. We filmed throughout. We filmed 18 episodes. And it's a world where there's a pandemic. We refer to it, we wear masks. And for me, it was a way to tell people that you can move forward. As you all know, television has been such a gift during the pandemic. But as we move forward with our lives, and next time we're in Miami for this conference, we will still remember it and it will bring us closer, is my hope.
For sure. Mariana, next question.
Yes, from Colombia, Sara Lee from WhatsApp Magazine.
Hola, ¿cómo están? No hablo inglés.
Tranquila,
Entiendo más español que lo que hablo.
¿Me puedes ayudar, César, con la traducción, por favor?
Claro que sí.
Muchísimas gracias. Un placer estar aquí primero que todo y un placer conocerte por este medio. Me encanta. Muchísimas gracias. Yo quería saber, fueron 6 temporadas como Marisa en la serie. ¿Qué se lleva Geneva para su vida de este personaje? Y 2, ¿cómo te defines en una sola palabra?
First and foremost, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity, and thank you so much for meeting you through this particular virtual event. I would like to ask what Geneva was able to take away from Marisa Morgan after 6 seasons. That's the first question. And the second season is, how can you define Geneva in one word and one word only?
Wow. That is such a good question that I'm getting emotional because, wow, you got me. I have played this character for 6 years. Wow, you got me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love this character so much. And what I'd like to take away from Marisa Morgan is her wardrobe. But I think that I have taken away a level of patience and gratitude that Marisa brings to the office in a way that other people don't have. It's a very fast-paced world, and I think Marisa has brought a kindness and a calmness to that world. And I hope I take that with me and several of her dresses. Who is Geneva in one word? Cat lover. But is that 2 words?
It's only one for us. She has 9 cats.
Oh, I only have 2. Perfectamente.
Thank you so much for sharing
De
all
nada.
these cat love fests. Let's go to the next question, Mariana, please.
Yeah, from Brazil, from Simón Miletic, from Sou Seriados de TV.
Hi. It's a pleasure. I love Maurice. I love Bull. And I think you worked in cinema, Broadway, TV. What challenge would make your eyes sparkle now?
Well, I just directed, and that was something I never thought that I would get the opportunity to do. So it was a nail biter. It was so intense and so challenging and so wonderful to accomplish it that I hope I get more opportunity to direct in the future.
So from banking in Paris to actress in Broadway to director in Hollywood. That's a very interesting transition. Good for you. You deserve only the best. And thank you so much for being always you and be always so attentive. We truly love you. Thank you.
Thank you, Cesar. Thank all of you. I appreciate it.
Mariana, next question for Geneva.
Yes, Jorge Santamaria from Musicalmente Hablando from Mexico.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Hi, Geneva. This is Jorge.
Hola.
Hola. I was trying to translate my question, but I need some help from Cesar to ask you something. And it's,
Você queria falar em português e eu falo em inglês depois? Você queria falar em português?
No, en español. Qué gusto saludarte, César. Si me ayuda, porque estaba yo justo estructurando mi pregunta. Es muy simpático cómo te describes y cómo son tus redes sociales. It's go, car, go. It's too funny. But, ¿cómo le haces? ¿Cómo le vas a hacer siendo tan pasional para poder cambiar a esta nueva etapa de dejar atrás esta etapa de tu vida y tomar nuevos retos, nuevos cambios? ¿Cómo le vas a hacer? Porque eres muy apasionada, acabamos de ver que eres muy emotiva.
He's wondering how Geneva is planning to move to the next phase, leaving Bull and Marisa behind when we are able to check out yourself, your persona in the social media. And every time we saw that you're very emotional and very passionate when you're in the social media and you have go, car, go. And then when we are able to finally get to know the person, you're not only passionate, you're very emotional and you're very authentic. So we are wondering, that's his question, how you want to be able to move forward to the next phase, leaving all that passion behind and all those emotions.
Well, I am definitely going to cry my way through the next 2 months of filming, but I am going to take these friends with me for the rest of my life. The cast alone, I can't imagine ever living without them. And this character, Marissa, is so close to me that I will take everything I've learned from her to the next step. And I'm interviewing now for Broadway. I've got a couple of irons in the fire, as they say. I have 2 auditions this afternoon. And whatever is next, I know myself. I throw myself in head first and I just go for it. Life is too short. If the pandemic taught us anything, it is that today matters and love each other, be kind, and if you want something, go for it, because now or never.
Now,
Nice to meet
thank you,
you.
gracias. Now we have a very interesting question from Editorial Perfil, Patricia Danieli from Argentina. You mentioned, I love all the dresses. She said, I love all the dresses that your character wears in Bull. So how those outfits help you create and perform Maritza?
That is a fantastic question, because that is exactly what those dresses do. The reason that those dresses were chosen, the designer is Roland Murray, and those dresses make me stand differently because there's zippers down the back. So I feel like my posture is different. How I present myself is very straightforward and direct and confident. And that is what I wanted in Marissa. And that is why that designer was chosen. And I love that designer. I wear a lot of different designers, but I would say 90% are Roland Murray. He's a French designer that has his career in England. And I'm just crazy about what he does because it informs even how I speak, not just how I stand, but how I speak. So beautiful question. I love it.
Thank you. Mariana, next question.
Yes, Emilio Josami from El Liberal newspaper, Argentina.
Un gusto saludarla, Geneva. Mi pregunta es, ¿cómo se inserta su personaje en el tema del empoderamiento de la mujer en estos tiempos? ¿Y qué rol cumple Bull en la lucha por las defensas y de los derechos de las personas?
His question is, we get to know your character through all the 6 seasons of Bull. We're wondering how Marisa plays a role or insert herself in the new empowerment of women, and how this series help to define or redefine the role of a woman within a team and a series.
Again, I could not have asked for a better question to brag about season 6 and why I believe it's the best season we have ever had. This season, we have 2 new showrunners, which are the 2 female writers, Catherine Price, Nicole Millard, who write for the show, create the show, and there's a beautiful team of writers that write with them. But they made a very concerted effort to embrace female empowerment this season. And I am a beneficiary. Marissa Morgan she's on fire this season. There is so much happening for Marissa this season, her love life, her business, and I don't know if you've seen any of it, but Marissa takes charge this season. She takes no prisoners. My role in the show has grown. My role in TAC has grown. And the other characters as well are really showcased. There is a personal element to women being able to reach the same level as men this season that is palpable. And I'm really excited for you to see it because it's the best season we've ever had.
Thank you, Geneva. Now it's a follow-up question that we all have. First question, how was directing for you?
Directing was as terrifying as it was thrilling. And it was so much fun. I got to the set an hour to an hour and a half early before call because I couldn't believe how much fun it was. Every single actor that was cast, I happen to know because I've been an actor for so many years in New York. So beautiful performances. One of the actresses, Delphi Harrington, who was tremendous, she was cast and she wrote me a note. The last time we had spoken was 10 years ago when I was quitting acting because nothing was happening. And Delphi tried to convince me not to. And she said, I respect your decision. And lo and behold, 10 years later, I'm directing. Directing was the most fun because you are in the battlefield with the crew. There are about 170 crew members, and everybody is working as feverishly and as fast and as hard as they can. Oh, so I heard a noise. Directing is so fun because you are in the battlefield with the crew, and it's fast and furious, and you have to make decisions because it's what you have in the moment. So I love flying by the seat of my pants, and directing Bull was a great opportunity to do that. Great crew, great cast.
So in short, it was a life-changing experience for Geneva.
Yeah, I say it's life affirming.
Well defined the situation. Now, how was for you to be directed by Sasha Alexander from Rizzoli Island?
Well, she's going to arrive next week, so I have yet to meet her, but Michael sings her praises, and we're all big fans of hers on the crew, so we cannot wait to meet her. She'll be here in about a week.
Excellent.
I'll
And
post
now,
some pictures. Go, Cargo.
please go, Cargo. Marisa, your final words for this audience and these fans in Latin America and Brazil who totally adore you, love you, and watch your show every week.
Gracias. Thank you so much for watching the show. Thank you so much for loving these characters as much as I do. Keep watching to the end and have hope that it's not the real end. I want to keep playing her and I want you to keep watching. So thank you so very much.
So can you invite our audience to watch the new and last season, let's see, of Bull?
Please tune in and watch the last season of Bull. It starts soon, all for you. We adore you.
Thank you so much. And now I want to invite everyone to join us to watch a preview of the first episode of the sixth and final season of Bull with us. But before that, I want to remind you that next Thursday, we're giving away the Lifetime Awards. So please stay tuned. The Lifetime Awards will be next Thursday, el próximo jueves 3 de marzo a las 3 de la tarde en Miami. Estaremos entregando los Lifetime Awards. Apúntenlo en su agenda y quédense con nosotros para ver, por favor, el primer episodio de la última temporada de Bull. Geneva, we love you. We wait for you in Miami, Mexico, Colombia, Buenos Aires, wherever you want to go. We are here for you. We love you. And we wish you the very best as an actor, as a director, and a producer, because this is just the beginning for a wonderful and talented person like yourself. Thank you. We love you.
Love you too.
Take care. Bye-bye.